It's Friday, November 12th, 2021, and this is the Washington Times front page. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. President Biden's $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure package faces serious delays in implementation because of supply chain and workforce shortages. Harris Alec reports the looming hangups to breaking ground on major highway and bridge projects include a lack of building supplies, inflated prices for materials, and a scarcity of workers. The White House has said the package, which passed Congress last week, will be a once-in-a-generation rebuild of the nation's roads and bridges. Yet infrastructure experts warn that long-running delays will slow these projects from getting off the ground. Another place that's being affected by shortages, Black Friday, which has already begun thanks to pandemic-related trends and supply chain disruptions. Sean Salai reports Walmart, Target, Best Buy, Costco, and Kohl's have all launched their advertising campaigns for the annual post-Thanksgiving retail event weeks early. Pandemic-related lockdowns and closures forced businesses to expand online shopping and delivery options to replace in-store commerce. Many also cut back on goods from overseas suppliers because of lower demand for products, but now companies can't provide products fast enough to meet the demands of consumers that are eager and able to spend their money. Online holiday shopping has increased 8% so far over last year, according to Adobe, which predicts U.S. consumers will spend a record $207 billion on online purchases this season. Criminal justice analysts warn that the rise in homicides in 2020 is continuing into this year. FBI statistics show that homicides jumped by nearly 30% last year compared with 2019, from approximately 16,000 to approximately 21,000. That was the biggest one-year increase in 60 years, Justice Department correspondent Emily Zanto reports. The Council on Criminal Justice says the number of homicides in 22 cities was 4% higher during the first 9 months of this year than in the same period in 2020, and 36% higher than in 2019. The group notes that the homicide numbers are significantly lower than the nationwide historical peaks of the 1990s, but the surge has been significant in some cities, including Los Angeles, Louisville, and Austin. A reminder that you can find all these stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page. Don't have access to the Times yet? Visit WashingtonTimes.com/George and get 25% off your annual subscription. Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff came to the defense of his wife, Vice President Kamala Harris, during an event in Paris. Speaking at a forum on gender equity, Tom Howell and Dave Boyer report Emhoff said Harris has endured criticism because of her status of being first in prominent jobs. Harris is the first black person and first woman elected vice president and was the first black woman to serve as California's attorney general. He didn't refer to any specific critiques of the vice president, who's had a rocky 10 months in office, including criticism as the Biden administration's point person on immigration. On the day the couple left the U.S. for France, a poll showed Harris's approval rating at 28%, a historic low. And finally, Pentagon officials are keenly aware of the dangers posed by China's cutting-edge weapons and its rapidly expanding military prowess. But perhaps of even greater concern are capabilities China has kept partially hidden from the rest of the world. Top military officials told our Ben Wolfgang that no nation historically has stayed consistently ahead of U.S. estimates as well as China has. Even the Soviet Union, during the height of the Cold War, didn't surprise American intelligence analysts in quite the same way, military officials said. That's fueling fears that China could catch the U.S. and its allies off guard in a future conflict. China has also poured tremendous amounts of money and manpower into its cyber warfare programs, space capabilities, and military drone initiatives. It's not entirely clear whether U.S. projections on those fronts offer a complete picture. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us on all of your favorite podcast platforms. Just search Washington Times. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.